Hello children, welcome back to another module of How Many Squares lesson. And so far we have learned three modules and this is the fourth one. So let us see what are the things we are going to learn in this module. Okay. In the previous module we learned pentaminoes. Now here we are going to learn hexaminoes. Now what is hexaminoes? Shapes with 6 squares are called as hexaminoes. Previously, pentaminos were the shapes with 5 squares. Now, these shapes are made up of 6 squares and they are called as hexaminos. Okay, so here you can see there are three shapes I have drawn and each shape has 16 squares. They are connected with each other, edge to edge, and there must be 6 squares, then only it can be termed as hexaminos. So, you can count and you can see there are three hexaminos on the screen. Let us see some more hexaminos in the next slide. So here are some more hexaminos and three more I have drawn for you. So you can count, you can draw in a different way in your ways. So just for examples, I have drawn 6 hexaminos and you can draw many hexaminos. So in the notebook, you properly draw the hexaminos with the help of pencil and square. Remember children, each shape must have only 6 squares, then only it can be termed as hexaminos. Remember this thing. Okay, let us move to the next point. Okay, let us see another interesting point. Another interesting point is that two sides of a shape are drawn. Here you can see a graph on the screen and I have already drawn two sides. That is, you can see here two sides are there. Complete the shape by drawing two more lines so that area is, first one, 2 square centimeter. Now we have to draw two more lines and join this shape, complete this shape, and after completion the area should be 2 square centimeter. Okay, so let us see how we are going to do it. So let us complete the shape first. Here comes one line and here comes another line. So we completed this shape with two more lines and these four lines make a complete shape. Now if you see children, it is a square. Okay, because all four sides are equal. Now we need to find out the area of this square, and if you see the graph, uh, here are squares in the graph. Okay, here are some squares in the graph and the lines are passing through the middle of these squares of the graph. Okay, so let us see how much is the area. One by one we'll see. See, this part is half part, then next part is half part, the next part is again half one, and then next part is also half. So all these four halves together becomes 2 square centimeter. Okay, half plus half plus half plus half is equals to 2 square centimeter. So we got the area of the shape by drawing two more lines. So let us move to the next slide now. Okay, so let's see another example. Now in this example we have to draw two more lines, but the area should be less than 2 square centimeter. Here in the title I have written only less than 2 square centimeter. It means that we have to complete this shape, but the area should be less than 2 square centimeter. It should not be equal to 2 square centimeter. It should be less than 2 square centimeter. Let us see how we can do this. Okay, here comes the first line and here comes the second line. Okay, so previously these lines were drawn. In the previous slide we drew this line and we touched these the lines and brought it down, but here we are finishing it little bit up on upper side. Why? Because our condition is less than 2 square centimeter. To satisfy this condition, we drew this way. So area is now how much? More than 1 square centimeter, but less than 2 square centimeter, right? Let's move to the next example. Okay, now let us see another example here, and we have to join or complete this shape, and the area of this shape should be 10 square centimeter. Let us find out. Let us first complete the shape, this shape at first. Let us see how to complete this one. Here comes this line, and here comes this line. Okay, so these two lines I have drawn, and this line completes this shape. And now let us find out the area. Okay, so here we have to count the number of squares, full squares, first of all. Ignore 1 by 4, and if it is 3 by 4, then consider it as half. So if you do this, then you will get area as 10 square centimeter. Okay, so area is 10 square centimeter of this figure. Okay, so let us complete another shape, and the area this time we have to find out is 4 square centimeter. So let us see how to complete this one. Okay, this is the first line, and this is the second line. Okay, so these two lines we drew here, and this is a triangle. A triangle shape is formed, and we need area as 4 square centimeters. So obviously you can see there are two complete squares, and it means 2 square centimeter, and plus there are 4 half covered squares. So it means 4 times half is equal to 2 square centimeters. So 2 plus 2, 4 square centimeter is the area of this triangle. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Okay, now this question is from the textbook. Find the area of triangles in the rectangle. Now here on the screen you can see a triangle, and there are, I beg your pardon, it's a rectangle, and there are two triangles inside this rectangle. All right. So first one is a blue color triangle, and other one is red triangle. So we have colored them, and we need to find out the area of each triangle. So let us see, and this example is from textbook. Okay, you can refer textbook as well. So here comes first of all area of blue triangle. Let us find out the area of blue triangle. Area of blue triangle is equal to half of area of rectangle, right? Because the line is passing exactly through the center of the rectangle, to the mid of the rectangle, and the area of blue triangle is half of area of rectangle. So half into length into breadth. Area formula for area of rectangle is length into breadth. So half into 5 into 4. How 5 into 4? Length is 5. Count the number of squares. How many are there? 5. And count the number of squares on the breadth side. 4. So 5 into 4. Half into 5 into 4 is equal to half into 20. 5 4 is 20, right? So half multiplied by 20 is equal to 10 square centimeter. So 10 square centimeter is the area of blue triangle. Okay, and the area of this rectangle is 20 square centimeter. Okay, and area of blue triangle is 10 square centimeter. Now let us find out the area of red triangle. Okay, so here is this red triangle. Now this is the same rectangle, and this is the same triangle. Just I removed blue triangle from this rectangle for our convenience, and we can easily find out the area of triangle now. As we know, the area of this complete rectangle is 20 square centimeter. Now you can see this rectangle is divided into two colors. One is in yellow color, and other one is in light green color. So first of all, we'll find out the area of this yellow color, and then we'll find out the area of this green color, and then we can get the area of this triangle also. Let's see how we are going to do it. Yeah, so this line comes here and divide this rectangle into two parts. First one is yellow part and other one is green part. So how much is the area of this green part and how much is the area of this yellow part. Okay, first you can find out that, and then you can get the area of triangle. Let us see how we are going to do it. Okay, area of red triangle is equal to half of area of yellow rectangle. See what is written here, area of red triangle is equal to half of area of yellow rectangle plus half of area of green rectangle. Okay, so half of area of yellow rectangle, so half multiplied by 4 into 3. Yellow rectangle, what is the length of yellow rectangle? That is 4 into 3. Okay, and what is the length of yellow rectangle? 4. And what is the breadth of yellow rectangle? 3. So 4 into 3, and half of area of green rectangle plus half of area of green rectangle, so plus half into, again 4 is the length and 2 is the breadth, so 4 multiplied by 2. So half, next step, half into 12, fourth is a 12. Okay, half multiplied by 12 plus half into 8, 4 to the 8, so 8. So next step, half into 12, 6 plus half into 8, 4. So 6 plus 4 is equal to 10 square centimeter. In this way, we got the area of red triangle. Easy. So you can go through this example and you can practice it, and you will get the answer of this, and this is easy one. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, children, here you can see footprint, hence footprint. It is there in your textbook also, and we are asked to find the area of the following footprint. So first one is hen, and let me give some instruction before finding out the area of this footprint. Children, the area of such irregular figure. Okay, this is not a regular figure like square, triangle, rectangle, and something like that. Proper figure is not there. So it is irregular. It doesn't have proper shape. So such irregular figures. Remember, children, such irregular figures have areas, and we have to find out the area, but those areas will be approximate. What is approximate? Approximate means not exactly correct or accurate. Okay, it will be around that particular answer. Okay, so it means that whatever answer we will get here after finding out the area, it will be approximate answer, not the exact answer. Okay, so let us find out the area of this footprint, and if you observe closely, if you observe closely, you will find that some squares are more than half covered, and some squares are just 1 by 4th covered, and some squares are half covered. So calculating all these squares, we get area like this. Area of hen's footprint is equal to 3 square centimeter, again in bracket approximately. It is not exact. Okay. Okay, next question is here now. Find the area of dog's footprint. So you can see another interesting footprint here, and this is also from our textbook, and this is a dog's footprint, and we are asked to find the area of dog's footprint. So what is the area of dog's footprint? Again, this is the irregular shape. We will not get the exact area. We will get the answer as approximate answer. Okay. So if you count the squares properly, half filled, full filled, 3 by 4 and 1/4, and you will get the answer. So remember, children, once again you are going to ignore 1/4. You are going to consider 3 by 4th as full square. You have to count it as 1, and you are going to ignore 1 by 4. And here again half filled will be 1 by 2, and fulfilled will be 1. Okay, so according to this we get the area of dog's footprint is equal to 10 square centimeter. Again, it is approximately. Okay, so these are some shapes where you might get the answer as 9 square centimeter, 10 square centimeter, 8.5 square centimeter, 9.5 square centimeter, something like this, and 10.5 square centimeter. Anything you can get around this 10. So 10 square centimeter is not exact answer. These are the answers, approximate answers, because the shape is irregular. That is why area of dog's footprint is 10 square centimeter approximately. Okay, so this is our last slide, and homework is there. Find the area of tiger's footprint, textbook page number 39 in your math magic textbook. Open the page number 39 and you will find that they have asked us to find out the area of tiger's footprint. So the entire page is covered with the tiger's footprint, and you can find out the area of a tiger's footprint, and you will get the answer. That answer will also be a approximate answer, because tiger's footprint also is not exactly exact square or rectangle or any other proper shape. So you can find out the approximate answer, just like hen's footprint and dog's footprint. Okay, so it is possible for you. You can try at home and solve in your textbook. No need to draw the footprint in the notebook. Just uh, write the question in the notebook, and just find out the area of the footprint, and then you can write the answer in the notebook.